And today's relaxed selection was actually written in 1969 and recorded in 1972 by Waylon Jennings. He had a little help with this one, a fellow you may also know by the name of Willie Nelson. The story goes, Waylon was looking through a newspaper and saw an article, some advertising. I don't know what they would have been advertising, but something that mentioned Tina Turner as a good-hearted woman loving two-timing men. Well, Waylon liked that idea. He took it to a poker game. Willie was playing poker. They sat down together, expanded the lyrics a little bit, and came up with this song, Good-Hearted Woman. It won Country Single of the Year that year and gave Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson national attention as songwriters. Here's 1972's Good-Hearted Woman. All right, nice to be working on a country song again. I love that simplicity, and this is a relatively simple song. It's a 3-chord song, but there's a key change in it, and the key change adds 2 more chords to the mix. So here are the simple chords and basic chords you need for Good-Hearted Woman. You need an open D chord. You need an open G. An open A chord. And then once we get to the key change, you need an open E major. Again, you need that open A chord we just mentioned. And you need a B major bar chord. Could use a B7 there, but I think we'll stick with what I believe the song did, which is the B major rather than the B7. All right, those are the basic chords you need. Let's talk about strumming patterns and the way the verses and choruses are set up. All right, it's fitting that I just watched a video that featured Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings in the pre-Outlaw days. Waylon Jennings had the slick back hair like Johnny did, and both of them talking in this big, deep country voice to each other. And it was really a cool video, and Waylon went on to play a rope-bound Telecaster, really cool telly with a rope binding around it. And he sang a song I didn't know, but the point I was getting to is that this song is very much Johnny Cash-like in that it's bass-driven, bass and beat, and so that we get that. I keep a, you know, it's along those lines, and that's how we're going to end up strumming the verses, something along these lines. Keep it simple. All right, let's take a look at what the right hand is doing there, because we're going to try and follow this bass line. So when we're picking the D chord, which is the chord that starts the song, it's... For the verses, it's a very simple pick and strum. A long time forgotten, the dreams that just fell by the... Now when we switch to the G chord, we're going to the low G note and the open D string. But she never complains of the bad times or bad things he's done. So those are the 3 chords and the notes that you're picking to recreate the bass, if you like. A, and just slightly muted with the heel of your hand. You don't want to mute it this much, but just slightly muted. Okay, let's play through a verse. A long time forgotten, the dreams that just fell by the way, and the good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done. just talks about the good times they've had, all the good times to come. Well, I'm sure you noticed that at the end of that playthrough on the verse, the chorus, heading into the chorus, the energy level of the chords and the strumming pattern really picked up in intensity. And that's what I believe you should be doing with this song. You should be delivering a kind of an understated, simple storytelling verse. Very simple. And then when we get into the chorus, that's when we deliver the message of the song, good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man, and it all picks up. So I'll just play through that and show you what I want you to do from that A chord at the end of the verse. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. That's the feel and the energy that I want you to bring to that chorus. And we'll just show you the strumming here. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. Her teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. As you can see, we head back into that nice, simple strum pattern for the next verse. All right, let's do a playthrough of a chorus. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. Her teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman in love with a good time and man. All right, second verse continues on with the same simple pattern. He likes the bright lights and nightlife and good time and friends. Okay, when we get to the end of that verse, the very last line, there's a timing to this. We're gonna time it out, hold that D chord at the end for 5 beats, and then we're gonna switch keys and come in with the E chord as we move up a full step and use the chords E, A, and B to play the chorus. All right, here's that timing slowed down for you, just from that last line again. 'Cause she's a good-hearted woman, and she loves her good time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. 'Cause she's a good-hearted woman, in love with a good time and man. We're almost ready for a playthrough. Just a reminder that the last chorus, the E-A-B chorus, is repeated. So we'll do 2 of those choruses. And then this is a song that fades. So I'll show you what I would recommend for an ending. As is often the case, if I were playing this on stage with a band, we would probably double up the last line to end the song. So the last line would be, a good-hearted woman, loving a two-time and man. One more time. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good time and man. just finish up there with a quick hit on what amounts to an A major chord. I mean, I do this because it's a lot faster. Just kind of flatten out that pinky finger to make the A chord. It's going to be a lot faster than switching like this. So, she's a good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. And there's our ending. A long time forgotten, the dreams that just fell by the way. The good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things she's done. She just talks about the good times they've had, all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. Her teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. He likes the bright lights and nightlife and good-timing friends. And when the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord knows she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. 'Cause she's a good-hearted woman, she loves her good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. With teardrops and laughter, they pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. Yes, she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves me in spite of my ways that she don't understand. With teardrops and laughter, we'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. A good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. All right, fine-tuning for good-hearted woman. Well, something I thought I'd mention here. You may have noticed, I don't know how you play your bar B chord. Mine is played like this. I use my pinky to finger the A notes in the bar B chord. Now, you may have noticed then that when I was playing the open A chord in the choruses at the end of the song that I was using my pinky. Well, of course, the obvious reason for that is just slide that up from the A to the B chord the way I play it. Now, if you happen to play a B chord with a third finger fingering the A notes there in that chord, then you might consider doing it like this. It's awkward for me, but that's just because of years of doing it the other way. All right. This song, as I mentioned previously, is driven by bass and beat in that Waylon Jennings style.
So on an acoustic-only version, keep it simple during the verses, simple storytelling until you get to the choruses, and then rev it up a bit with some nice free open strumming chords. There you have it. Good-hearted woman. I hope she's in love with me. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.